start my recording. Okay. Syphilis. So the other really only notable portion other than you guys killing this thing was that Trevok manifested some kind of apparition from himself, and in doing so seemed to have kind of an emotional moment. And the figure that he had manifested looked similar enough to him at quick glance. It was a dwarf, dark hair, beard, your standard issue dwarf. However, it held a different weapon than what he currently holds, and it spoke to him in a third person manner and not a first. Trevok, would you like to take a second to kind of describe, or I guess relive that moment of when you summoned your friend or manifested your friend?
Tell us how he hurt you.
Yeah. So he, well, first of all, I have to do the, but when Baron appeared, so he's Trevok standing on the table, casts the echo, and Baron appears, and it was like a shock. Like, what? Like, first of all, it was supposed to be an echo of me, right? Like, that's what I was expecting. So Trevok, was expecting to see an echo like of himself, but instead a manifestation of Baron appears, and it speaks to him. It said like, what was it that it was? I think it just asked him like, like I'm like, what do you want me to do, or something like that.
Yeah, it was along the lines of it's bashing time. It was something in there. It's Morbin time.
Yeah. So, but it was just overcome with just confusion. I mean, there's still the creature that we were dealing with, but in that moment, it was clear confusion and shock.
Okay, and that pretty much recaps our next session. So with that, we will start again. I'm going to put everybody into turn order, actually, which it looks like pretty much everybody already is. I want we're going to go through the line. I want you to tell me, I mean, I guess you guys can converse with yourself really quick, pick a direction that you're going, try and tell me how it is that you're holding or setting up a formation, and then I'll order you appropriately. So you may discuss amongst yourselves.
Well, fuck that. And I stay in the back.
So I'm trying to fucking find us on the goddamn map, dude.
I got you. I'll summon everybody. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Fuck, there's a motherfucker with you.
You doobie darn.
No, like, even my layers are fucked up. There we go. Like,
I ain't gonna lock it, that's why I bring it. There we
Yeah,
go. I was like, I can't see anything.
I don't show anybody but me and Trevok as having their character.
I see everybody.
I'm next to Caspian.
See if you can move.
No, I'm in control.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. See if you can move your characters.
Oh.
Okay, excellent.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Matt can move both. Nat,
So-
can you move yours?
I can be.
Nat and Thand.
I don't
I
see.
can find my
Where's my? I don't even see my name on the left hand side. Up there.
Thand is right here. Okay, all right. Looks like everybody's got theirs now. I have a question for you guys. So, does it show the Game Master on there, by any chance?
No.
It does.
Oh,
on the
yes,
left
it does.
side, yeah.
Not,
Okay, does
not
it
as a token, just on the left-hand party.
But does it show you, like, so if I select like this thing, does it show you that I've selected it? Okay,
No.
Nope.
perfect. I was concerned about
Avatar
that
stays
another
the same.
time. Okay.
I can see everything you do.
Okay. Yeah, I was concerned. Yeah, okay.
Alert, alert.
All right. So yeah, you guys, floor is yours. You guys have just killed whatever the fuck this thing is. You guys are more than welcome to roll insight checks or investigation to see if you recognize this thing.
I want to roll to spit on it.
You got to roll, buddy. Spit on it.
Okay.
I forgot how to alchemy.
So Trevok is gonna just trot down off the table and walk on over to his echo and be like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Do you whisper this?
Yeah, like I'm
Okay.
standing right next to him, like, the fuck are you doing here? Like, Baron. I don't know if is my echo sentient?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right.
To an extent. He's not going to solve like massive problems or anything for you, but you know, he could carry on a conversation. Think of it more, actually, as a matter of fact, yes, he can talk, but only you can hear him.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Son of a bitch.
Make an
Roll a
on-the-fly
12
rule
on
in there.
investigation, DM.
Okay. Is anybody else want to roll for investigation or just Salt?
I will assist him to give him advantage.
He's beating it. So if you roll, I can tell the party. If not, I just tell Salt, and then it's up to him.
I'll try. Why not? Investigation. Come on, Thand.
Oof.
Try your hand, Than.
I'll be telling Than what's going on with this
Thand
thing.
is gonna just stand there quietly.
For the sake of brevity, I'll.
Alchemy was his, I thought
Yeah,
it was his
not
rising
well.
sun, you know.
It recognized where it was fucking up last time. So you recognize this long, carapaced worm with gnashing mandibles at the front, and laying out of its dead mouth, you see what's coiled up almost like a lasso of its tentacle, and you recognize this as something that frequents crypts in tombs, not so much the basements of a house, but more so crypts and tombs, and it feasts upon the dead. It's known for having a poisonous lash that resides inside of its mouth that will paralyze anyone that's struck by it. And you've known this as a carrion crawler.
Is this?
Fuck you, Nat.
Fuck on. The fuck off.
All right, and then that's
what
all.
I'm playing.
That's all the description that I have. So now, like I said, it's up to you guys. Go ahead. You can converse amongst one another. You just got into a fight. Everybody's still breathing kind of heavy. Thand is recently mobile again. And it's up to you guys, pick your heading, freak out, and run off into the darkness, Leroy Jenkins style. Your call.
Since
But
I
we still-
have proficiency with a poisoner's kit, would I be able to extract anything out of this to coat my blade with a numbing or paralyzing poison?
So you would know that they have a venom sac. The investigation, it would at least give you an idea of where it is. If you want to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you can extract it, but if you critical fail it, you will be poisoned.
Be here for the rest of the night, boys.
Yeah. So your call.
Shit, it's not D&D if we're not rolling.
I'm into it.
Oh,
I like where your head's at. Yeah, let's
Hey,
do this
man.
thing.
You're not Thand, so you got the advantage.
Yeah.
That's a little
Oh,
plus
shit.
one on my little my
All
little
right.
dexterity there.
All right. So meets it beats it.
Nice.
You were able to get your hand in, and you pull a boot knife out, obviously from your boot, because that's redundant.
Hell yeah.
And you reach your way back in. You start cutting your way through. Although this one's mouth is much smaller than you recognize its kin to have. And
I related it, so
as
this might be
you
a baby.
as you cut it out, you realize that your knife wasn't all the way at the top, and you gain, you spill out part of it. It doesn't touch you, but you only gain about half. Like you're only able to get one poison sac out instead of both of them,
All right.
essentially. So you have application. Give me 1 second here. I will message you. So I have the rules that are set in place also for future need.
While this is going on, too, kind of look over the party, make sure no one's too banged up from this worm attack. I don't think anyone did. We just kind of got poisoned.
I am good. Fine.
Yeah, how does Stan look?
That kind of hurt a little bit, but I'll be all right. But Than will, after regaining mobility, gonna kind of lean up against the table, just like, damn. Steady himself.
After Valkithra extracts all that, she'll look to the group and she'll say, "Behind this mark is where the chanting was growing louder."
So are we trying to move away from the chanting or towards it?
Well, we can't exactly leave through the front doors, so...
Deeper into the battle?
If there is a back door, we should probably go for it.
You... like upstairs?
No, down here. We can't go back upstairs. There's nothing up there for us.
Right. Alright. And we shout.
Alright. Fucking choose a heading. Let's go, boys. Do we go back? Let's go back to the door that we were opening before.
Because these doors, yeah, this is all like,
This is all crypt work, right?
yeah. So I kind of checked that out. I think last session.
And you big noped out of there?
No, that was a Trevok. Kind of looked
okay.
in the one. If you're like looking out of the hallway, the one to the left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you was looking at this one, right?
Yeah. How do you do that shit again? Is that just M?
M, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you press M and then you have like different ones too. I think only one person can have it at a time.
Yeah. I'd be down to just continue down the hallway. What say ye?
Well, guys, what if we just continue back the way up there? See what's going on. Everything's changed.
Okay. All right. Salt, unless you got any other questions, that's all I got for you, bud. What way are we headed?
We haven't decided.
Oh, shit.
Has anyone
And
taken a look around this
right?
room yet? Like, looked around and see if there's any other doors or ways out?
I give it a once over.
What's with all the fucking bodies? Elion's
Yeah, there's a lot of bones.
Is it
over
investigation
there,
or
over there.
perception, Ian?
Dealer's choice. Whichever's higher. I feel like that's kind of like the different or the similarity between search and spot. You know what I mean? So for certain things they can
then
work.
I'm spotting at the moment. Perception. Anything
Okay.
sparkly.
Anything
of
sparkly?
notice. Anything? You know what I mean? Like shiny, like stuff that like looks interesting from like
It
just
be
catching your
popping.
eyes.
Like that thing
is
Than was trying to rub, like a genie was gonna come out of it.
Yeah.
So-
is there a wall that like looks as if it shouldn't be sitting the way it's sitting?
There is a large wooden door that you can kind of see the handle of, and then there are some shelves back over here. How are you looking about the room? Are you looking about shit that's in the room, or a little bit of both? Like, how perceptive are you trying to be right now? Are you just looking for walls that are out of place? Are you looking at objects that are in the room? Like, kind of, I need a little bit more to go on.
So I can already see the room as it is. I would say with the roll that I gave, I'm looking for specifics that would be of interest to the party in terms of like where they are, or like any sign of like a map, any form of direction that we can get from this room.
Okay, so there is no map. With the perception that you've gotten, you know that this alcove here, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, this is still where the chanting is coming from, most definitely. But you also recognize that it is reverberating around the entirety of this basement. It's coming from every direction, but it's most clear right here.
Standing from this table, any drafts of wind from any direction.
Give me a second. I need
right,
to
motherfucker.
verify something.
Taste the wind. Feel the wind.
Not at where you're yeah. Yeah.
Where? Yeah.
It's coming from back over here.
Then to there I shall go.
Okay. As you approach, you feel the light waft of a fresh breeze and a draft kind of across your hair. And as you look up, you can see there's a small break in the earthen ceiling, like right here. But the split is no wider than maybe a few inches. You could stick your hand up there if you really want to. But with your perception as you approach, you can see something. You see like webs. They come out like no, it's webs, and they line like hair across the split where the air is coming through.
I turn around and I say, there is some form of opening out somewhere, but it seems to be inhabited by some form of arachnid. I would not trust the hole, but it is at least a direction.
Mind you, this hole is absolutely not large enough for you to fit through.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying like I see that there's like a hole. I know that there's something in there that seems to be some form of arachnid that's set up like shop, but it's at least a direction. Like this, where we're facing right now, is a direction that at least goes outside. So if we are traversing and we put this direction as a point of reference, we should be moving somewhere away from the house at least.
Okay. Alrighty. Do you, as you approach, obviously, like I said, you notice a door here. And there's these shelves. So the shelves are barren. There's a few empty flasks. How into these bones are you, man? How hard are you looking over here by the bones?
I shoot a bow and I shoot an arrow into it and see if anything like comes out of it.
Okay. You fire an arrow into it and nothing happens.
Okay. I get slightly closer and give it a once over look-see.
Okay. Behind this rib cage, underneath the shelf here, you see a frosted glass bottle, and it is filled with a red liquid and is stopped with a cork stopper.
Well, we're pulling that bitch out if we can.
Okay. You lean over to grab this liquid, and you hear the small creak of the door behind you. And before you can react, you are shoved into the bone pile beneath you, and you are crushed with several other falling bones.
What?
As this door opens. Big, like, pillar of bones just, like, falls out on top of you.
So I am now buried in bones.
Mm-hmm.
Like that thing was just stacked full and they fell out, or are they actively like piling out on him?
So after a moment, when the dust clears, you see that it's just a pile of bones that fell over on him. There's nothing moving at all. Once the commotion stops, it's over. For now, anyways.
How much damage do I take, Ian?
None.
Okay, cool. Do I still see the bottle?
Yes, you have it in your hand.
Sick.
And it is cracked but not broken. It's still usable.
And Trevok would be looking back then and be like, "Oi, lad, you need some help?"
You hear from under.
All right, so Trevok and his Echo both go to start digging out Caspian.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
While they're doing that, I've snuggled up next to Ismark and his torch because he still has that out. And while I was tying off and putting away the poison sack, I felt a book that's still in my bag, and I've pulled it out. And I'm trying to rummage through that, and this would be the one that I did not get a chance to read that was covered in moss from the outside stone.
Yay! Yay!
He's like, finally, God,
Finally! Holy fuck!
read the fucking book.
I
All
thought about
right.
it earlier, and I was gonna say while I'm digging out the venom sac, the book falls out and just opens to the page the DM wants me to read.
Yeah. So there's a couple. This one will take a little bit of time, so feel free to just emote that you're walking and reading it.
Yeah, I'll stay next to Ismark and the torchlight and everything.
Give me a second here. I'm struggling big
I
time.
can barely hear you, man.
He's talking to you, Matt, not me. We could barely hear you there.
I would be happy to hold the light a little closer for you. This is the perfect time to read.
The nod, the third talked about the guardian of some sort.
Okay, there's the first page. Let me know if that comes in as like really shitty looking.
No, it's good.
Okay, excellent.
Ian, I'm gonna try and muscle my way out of these goddamn bones.
Okay, I think somebody was coming to help you.
Yeah, I won't do it before he gets there.
Okay.
Yo, what
Trey
kind of
Buckles
novel
heading
is
over.
this, dude?
I need
Naked with Irina? Like, I don't need to read this.
it's not Irina.
Shit, yeah, he gonna need to come and get me.
Okay.
Gatsby wants to read this damn thing.
You hear like slightly accented French curse words as bones kind of like shift and topple off the pile, but there is no progress. And then like you see one hand kind of go out, almost like that one hand that comes out of, oh god, what's that movie? I think it's Indiana Jones, where the hand like comes out of the sand pile. But that's it.
So, Than would also go. Seeing Trevog start head over there, Than would probably also start heading over. Can't let a man be crushed in bones.
Elyon will peek around this corner in due time.
Okay.
Doing the dig, but if Caspian's good and he's getting
No.
dug out, is there?
Yeah,
anything I
he's
can observe on the
still in
shelves?
there. Who's digging him out? That's the question.
Myself and Trevok and his Echo.
Okay. Okay, so your echo's touching the bones?
Yeah.
Okay.
You say that. I don't like the way you asked that.
Give me a second.
Ah, damn it.
Touching the bones.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, they're hellhounds! They're forming out of the
Release
bones.
the dogs.
That'd be some truly terrifying shit.
And don't worry, Salt, the erotic fan fiction slows down pretty quickly after that first entry.
Damn.
I actually hadn't even read a thing whenever I said that.
Oh yeah.
God
It's
damn it, Ian.
it was just
Think about it. Because then I started reading it and I was like, oh my god, it actually is.
yeah.
Start waving my hand back and forth at whoever's coming close,
Like you just don't care.
and you start hearing like kind of like muffled, like the energy has gone from like a muffled like, okay, I'm a little embarrassed, to like, no, seriously, get me out of this.
Help? No, for real?
No, like a seriously help.
For realsies.
So how fast can it get done if it's
Yeah, now
Treyvok, his
Treyvok is
echo,
starting to like scratch at his own arms while he's also trying to dig out the bones.
I'll come over, hearing the signs of struggle.
Ew.
Oh! I pull out a towel from my backpack.
Y'all get me the fuck out.
And I'm grabbing this towel and I'm using it to like shovel so that way I'm not having to directly touch the bones and now I'm like shoveling out bones.
My hand is outside the pile. Rip me out this pile.
Your echo demanifests.
Get me out of the pile.
Can I?
Grab the roll straight. All right, I'm grabbing him by the
Grab
hand.
him.
I'm doing the Captain America and the helicopter scene, and I'm like gonna try and rip him out.
All right, do it. Give me. I need athletics checks from Treyvok, and Thand, if you're helping, I need them from you as well.
All right, I'm helping.
Yes.
I'll take it. Question mark. 18.
Damn it.
Ah, damn that.
This actually works out well for Than, and I'll explain why after the session. Just somebody remind me. So Treyvok, with his towel, wraps it around Caspian's forearm and just fucking like Hogarths him out from underneath this pile of bones. He flies across in between. It's almost like a judo flip, but from the ground. He flies across the side here and then slides down on the floor. No, nearly almost rolls when he hits the ground finally. But he's now out from underneath the bones. Then how did you grab Caspian to help him?
Would I have been able to just like reach for his hand?
Yeah, so you're gonna reach for the towel.
Yeah, I guess if that's
Okay.
like attached to Caspian, then yes.
Treyvok, what are you doing with the towel afterwards? Like, did you let it go and is it on Caspian's arm still? Tyler?
Sorry, I was eating.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, so I was using the towel
Yeah.
to protect my own hands, right?
Yeah.
Yank him out. I'm letting the towel go. Like,
Okay.
I don't,
So it's still wrapped. It's still wrapped around his arm then?
If it's wrapped around his arm and he can like shake it off, but
Okay.
like, now I've got my hands up in the air, like hands up, don't shoot. Like I'm just looking around with my hands up, like
Okay.
what did I just touch?
Caspian, what are you doing with the towel?
I'm taking everything off me that was like close to being attached to the bone pile, and
Mind you,
a bottle off my person, and I'm putting it on the floor as well, and I'm walking away.
okay, so you're gonna leave the bottle. Does anybody else want to grab that bottle?
And I'm gonna turn to everybody and I'm gonna say, do not touch the bone pile.
And Treyvok would be emoting and also saying like, I feel like I'm itching all over.
Any but more reason you'd like to clarify was what's wrong with the bone pile?
Do I have any physical traits of what you were indicating, Ian?
Only the first line that I gave you. You recognize that there's some strange. Here, hang on. I don't know how to spell this, so this might be wrong.
Etchings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there writing on my face? Etching would mean like some form of writing.
No. It's and it's not. That's using an edging to depict text. An etching doesn't. You can etch several things. It's the process of which you make the mark is the etching, not the actual
Etch a sketch.
sort of.
So you got like scrapes on them, or
You
are they,
you see
symbols?
like you see very patterned, very fine patterned burns alongside his face.
Oh shit.
He says, "I it is not the bone. Maybe it's the bones on the floor. I do not know. The bones do not like flesh. Do not like being touched. So leave it.
Yeah, Trevok is
And
backing up.
fuck the bottle."
Yeah, does anybody want to roll investigation on the bottle or the
Well, fuck
bones?
it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll investigation for that.
Fuck,
Okay, Salt sounds good.
Yeah.
Uh, Valkithra is going to pass the book around to anybody that wants it. And Salt is going to publish the notes from the journal if anybody wants to read it in the
You
Discord.
gotta be shitting me.
Come on now, but look at Than just had to steal that for a second.
I got a 0.
Oh, that's a fat fucking rip, dude.
Bruh.
Than got a 20 though on the investigation.
Okay,
-1.
Yeah.
He had to. That's
So-
what I've learned right now. If Than
Trey-
rolls anything good, it sucks out the life force of the next roll.
so Trevok picks up a bone and begins looking at it and studying it very closely. It's a femur. And looking at it, he recognizes that there's strange dips within this bone, both from what looks to be like portions of the bone cut away and other portions of the bone where it looks like it's been just burned, like dissolved, so to speak. In doing so, Trevok, you take 1 point of damage. After a while, you recognize that your hand really hurts. You cast the femur down to the ground. Than, on the other hand, steps away from his persona of Dr. Smoothbrain and recognizes that the bones are covered in the remnants of some sort of digestive acid. And he instead turns his attention to this cracked flask, or I guess this cracked frosted flask that's on the ground. What do you want to do with it as you look at it, Dan? You picking it up? You just like getting really close to it, what's on the ground, and peering at it? Like, what's
How
the deal?
close do I like? How close am I? Like right now, would you say?
You're standing on top of it, but what I mean, like, if you're not picking it up for you to really investigate it, you got to get down on all fours to like look at it really close.
Can I like squat? Like
Sure.
I'm like Slav squatting
Okay.
over this bottle, just kind of looking at it, peering real hard. Some thinking man shit.
So a very small amount of it has kind of seeped through the crack on the side of the glass, and it smells very fruity and airy, but it's not wine. It smells kind of like rose water with some cranberries and like some kind of strange like aloe scent to it. Like, you're not really sure what the last scent is, but it doesn't smell super earthy, but overall everything smells very welcoming, very not poisoned, so to speak. Nothing seems off about it as you look at it.
That's what the poison just wants me to think. All right.
Check it for blood clots.
Do you want to
Kinda
touch it at all? Yeah.
Do isn't it like as I reach for it, am I feeling anything like off?
So do you touch any of the liquid that comes out, or are you just holding the glass?
Holding the glass.
No, it just feels like a normal glass bottle.
Can I
I said,
kind of?
fuck everything about that fucking pile. Whatever happens to you, I want you.
Dan's gonna kind of look back.
Sand, look at me. Sand, look at me.
Yeah,
Put the bottle down. It's not worth it.
but it
It's
smells.
probably not worth having
smells
anything in
kinda-
here. No,
Oh, fine.
don't need
Dan will
that
kind
bottle.
of just
Leave
put
it.
the bottle back down. Start walking over.
Nothing in here is good for us. The chanting, the air we fucking breathe probably is shortening our lifespan by seconds. We get out of here now and say goodbye to this cursed place.
I agree.
Seconded!
All right. Okay.
We have one book that shows that there have been rituals down below, and then the second one talks about some debauchery in the household. The woman took a knife to the pregnant maid that her husband was, let's just say, fucking. There's
Classy.
a child in the mix. She brought
Sexy,
it
you say?
downstairs to the ritual, and I believe her children, Rose and Thorn, were a part of it, it seems. And that may be why their ghosts are haunted above, but I do not know if we leave or we bring this cursed place down upon itself.
I think we still just need to decide which way we're going. Figure it out as we go.
Yeah, let's pick a direction. And
Yeah, I do reckon that's probably the best course of action. Like you said, the longer we wait, the more likely we are dead here.
I do not wish to join the telephone.
I am
Yeah,
just gonna
I
walk
don't know if y'all
towards this
noticed,
little
but
doorway.
Trayvon's been moving back. Like, he's been moving away.
I think Valkithar will follow Elyon at this point.
Okay. So I'm assuming we're breaking through here, correct? Is that right?
Is that the way we're going?
I mean, that's just the way everybody was facing. Yeah, it's up to you guys. You know, boil's your oyster.
No one's given a definite answer yet.
Are there any other signs in these areas? Like the crypt had, like, said that it was a crypt. Some names were posted.
No, only because the people that would be here would recognize the areas. You know what I mean? The
Okay.
crypts weren't necessarily, they were just there as like a namesake kind of a thing.
I want to search for footprints or something
Okay.
and see if we can't discern, like, some newer footprints laid over old that might look a little fresher that are definitively going a direction.
Okay. I need you to give me a perception check. Or actually, I guess in this case, an investigation. You need an investigation roll. Woo-wee! All right.
Is still laying in the bone area? I'm
I was
sorry.
never laying in the
Caspian.
bone area.
Caspian, no. Caspian's up and around.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Fuck off from this place. I need to move my token away from this fuck off place. Am I still on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got up by now. That was just for dramatic effect.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I was
some
wondering. I was
dramatics.
like,
Now he's just crawling along the floor.
This woe is me.
He's doing the Homer
stumbles over.
Simpson floor circle. The whoop, 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 whoop,
What is the
whoop,
point of living?
One must die. One must die. One must die.
that's what I was hearing last time too.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Oh, oi! Lads, I got an idea.
What is it?
Why not let me Echo go forward with you?
Sure. I don't really know what the fuck that is or means, but yeah. You want to send him up here with us, so gladly.
My dwarven lad. All right, so I'm doing it again. Because I got unlimited of those, is what you said last time. Right?
Yep.
That is accurate.
So that's what I do. bring forth my best friend.
You're molding him out of your shit, because that's unlimited also.
Yeah. So I'm going to be remaining with Trevok will persistently be within an estimated 15 feet of this echo at all times, unless stated otherwise from this point forward. Or the echo will be staying within 15 feet of Trevok, I should say. That way I don't have to just keep saying it.
Okay. Salt, you want to check your messages?
I'm reading them.
What you see would be here and here.
All right. Do they continue, or it's just the two that I see?
Just the two that you see.
I'll motion Ismark in with the torch, and I'll point them out to kind of give a little bit of a wide berth, because I'm not sure exactly what they are. And I'll say, be careful of these. Looks like skeleton hands or protrusions of some sort. Not sure if it's fingers or bones. This one over here, the second one that's further from us, it is definitely a hand.
Right.
It looks like maybe they've dropped some of their food, perhaps. It goes toward this back corner in the far back here.
All right, so let this put around the hand. Is it like a hand that's sticking up out of the ground?
What do you see, lads?
Ian, you want to describe that better?
Give me just a second. So, are you looking? There's two. Are you looking at the one further away or closer, Matt?
The one that would be closest to me, I suppose.
So, all it looks like are four protrusions from the ground. Very strange, very odd. It's a very catching break in the earthen floor to see these sticking out. And upon closer inspection with the lantern, you recognize that they are not roots. It's something dark and bony, to say the least.
Okay, like another corpse that's like buried in the earth here.
Yeah.
Oh, so, what about to the left? Any other ways? Or we go like
Are we trying to avoid it, or do we want to poke the bear, so to say?
I think it's probably best we avoid the hands or whatever may be protruding from over there.
Y'all watch Valkithra kind of grab her head quickly, and she kind of shakes something off. And then she turns around and she says, for some reason this place is wanting me to read more books. I was told upstairs that there was a journal in the Seventh Quarter, and I'm told now that the Seventh Quarter may be ahead of us. If we can get there, maybe I can find out more. And she'll skirt the hand wall and give it a little bit of a wide berth, and she'll start walking toward that.
Okay, I need dexterity saves from anyone that's going to try and do that. Actually, specifically, I need stealth checks from everyone that's going to try and do that.
Look, the stealthy
You're going
people
down
go
the narrow
first.
corridor?
Not me.
That's a pretty narrow corridor.
So, Valkithra steps forward just past the first set of fingers. Another hand juts up from the floor and grabs her by the ankle. Give me 1 second here.
Getting some fingers tonight.
Yeah.
With a loud inward scream, and for those of you that don't know, I apologize to your ears, but it would be more of a an arm and a head thrust themselves from the floor and begin to climb up Valkithra like a ladder. And we move to initiative.
Oh, that solves the mystery of what that was.
Okay, let me get everybody in turn sequence here. So it looks like Treylock is going to be up first. Then Elion. Caspian. Ismark. It didn't roll for Kaylee, so I'm going to roll really quick. Let's see. Okay.
Right behind us, Mark, it looks like.
Yes. Then Valkithra. Okay. Then back here. Okay. By turn order. Alright. Let me get some battle music going here because we ain't got none. Actually, here we'll do this. I'll do that.
I forgot where the button for initiative is. Is it somewhere on the character sheet?
It's just a dex save. I don't think that there's
Okie dokie.
currently anything for it anyway.
Sick. So good.
Okay. It auto rolled for you, Nat. You rolled a 17.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, alchemy auto rolls initiative. Okay, so the first person up is Treylock. So what are you doing, Treylock? As you watch Valkithra try and tiptoe through this strange, ghastly corpse-like creature thrusts itself up from the earth and begins climbing up. And no sooner does it make its roar, does another one begin to start to protrude and come out of the earth as well.
Can I use my echo to try and free him or pull him away?
Give me a second, I gotta look to see if Echo Knight. I feel like Echo Knight fails any saves. Give me a second.
Your saves are their saves.
Okay. Alright. Then yeah, you can try.
So that's what I want to do. Let me ask this. How mobile do these creatures appear? Does it look like I would be able to...
You can't really determine that right now.
All right. Shit. All right. Then, all right. For the time being, then my intent is to use the echo to try and separate the creature from Valkithra and free Valkithra.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a strength check.
I will give you a strength check.
All right.
15.
Give me 1 second here. I gotta. Ooh, you cannot free him.
Ooh.
You go to grip onto it, or should I say, Baron steps forward. He rolls his, shoulder back, and he leans over, grips it by the arms, and attempts to just rip it away and break Valkithra free. Although that doesn't happen. The arms stay locked like vice grips around her legs, with the exception of when it's literally climbing her like a ladder, reaching up and, grabbing at her clothes and pulling itself out of the earth even more. Okay, is there anything else you want to do? Because I think you're out of actions other than a movement action.
I'm gonna only use my movement to not necessarily move my token, but to make room for so I'm not blocking the doorway,
So
and
you're
that
just
will
gonna
end my turn. Yeah,
so
so I'm
like
just
right here. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So that way, if others need line of sight and access to the door, I'm like hugging the
Okay.
wall, and that ends my turn.
All right, Elion.
I'm going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame on one of these schmuckos.
Okay, go for it.
They have to succeed a DC 13 for that.
Okay. What's the save?
13.
Okay, dex save. Got you.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Dex.
Dex.
Yeah, you're good.
If they fail, it takes 4 damage from a
Okay.
radiant, like, aura from its...
So that does radiant damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. You shoot an initial flare at the ghoul, and it sits like an ember for a second, and then flares once more, and it takes 8 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn?
Let me take a gander where I'm at, actually. I think I'm gonna move.
Okay. Yeah, you should be free to move your character right now. You can put it
Can I
wherever you
move
want.
in between Ishmark and this wall right here?
Yes.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you have line of sight.
Corner a bit.
Yeah, as long as you have line of sight to whatever it is you're trying to hit. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna cast and then move, right?
Yeah. Well, I just meant like for future turns.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's where I'll end my turn right there. Kind of
Okay.
bring up the doorway and kind of stay mobile.
Okay. All right. Caspian, you're up, dude.
You already know what's coming. Do I have disadvantage because the thing's still on the floor?
No. At this point, they're essentially out. By the time it gets to their turn, they're both going to be out of the ground completely. So no.
Okay. It's gonna be 26 to hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me a second. Let me. What the fuck? Okay. And that was how much damage? 12?
12.
Okay. So you send an arrow straight into the back of this thing's skull. Its head is hit with such a tremendous amount of force that Valkithra, you can feel its forehead bang against your knee, and then it takes a moment, it shakes its head out, and continues to try and climb up your leg.
Anything weaponizing your light would be nice. And I stay where I am.
Okay. Can you see? You don't have line of sight where you're at, so you're gonna have to move. I'll honor the roll, but you gotta move.
There you go. Right there?
Yeah. And mind you, just so we're aware here, you got a pretty tight line right here with everybody. So if you roll boo-boo, you're gonna be hitting somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just so we're clear. All right. Ismark.
Recognizing that all my allies do not have armor, I'm gonna move myself right up in the damn way between these terrible things.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a two-handed slash with my longsword at the lead one there.
At the lead one, at this one right here that's climbing up Valkithra, or the other one?
The closest one to the party.
Okay.
So that's not great. That's like an 8. With that,
You say you rolled an 8?
total, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you swing and miss. You grab it out of your sword two-handed, and with all the might you could muster, you swing it way back. Almost too much so, and you lose your balance. And when you come back forward, you swing just over this ghoul's head. Okay, and we go to. Do you have anything else you want to do?
I think that's it.
Okay, so we move to Irina next, and I'll let you do stuff for her. If need be, I can. If you just want to tell me what it is that you want her to do, I can just roll it. It doesn't matter because I have everything here.
I'm just gonna. She's just gonna take a shot with her light crossbow that we got.
Okay.
And gets a 14 total.
Okay, 14 total. That hits.
4 damage.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. So same as before. A small bolt pierces in at her neck, just above the shoulder, and it thuds and buries itself relatively deep. It's the back of the the back of the bolt sticks out probably about 3 inches. The rest of the 6-inch bolt is buried in her neck. But she continues to climb and still doesn't look. I mean, she looks fucked up, but it didn't really seem like that slowed her down much.
Cool.
All right. That takes us to Valkithra.
Just swing down on it.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. Or pact weapons aren't magical, right? You have to take Pact of the Blade, and then that becomes it's a 5th level thing, right? Isn't that how that works?
Not 100%. I don't think it's a magical.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think
With an
Pact
invocation
starts
that must be
magical.
magical.
It depends on the level. Yeah, actually, no, you're right. I think it depends on the level.
Yeah, I think they had to take Pact of the Blade. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
And then on top of that, yeah, improved Pact Weapon allows your Pact Weapon to be spellcasting focus to start +1 of damage. Okay, no, it's not even Pact of the Blade. It's a incantation that you have to have what you call it for, Pact of the Blade for. Okay. So yeah, tell me how it's done, man. Like, how do you hit this
I hit it
thing?
with a 9?
Oh shit, no.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, my bad. I'm glad you said they should just taken it. I'll fucking smack it in the face. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you would
Guys,
like to
all we
do?
need is 6 damage. You just keep that in mind.
Not quite.
No. Can I step away from it, or is it like
It's you
grappling
can
me?
if you do that. Well, you can't now because you tried to swing at it. It would take an action, which you would need to pass a strength save.
Well, I still got my movement action, so can I just like
You're currently
wiggle
grappled.
myself out?
No, you're currently
Oh,
grappled.
okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So does that end your turn?
I mean, it certainly does.
Okay. All right. So we go to this ghoul here. It is going to claw at Ismark. Ismark does a 8 hit. You have armor, right? So that's a hard no. So she swings at you, but misses. And then I believe that ends her turn because she does not have multi-attack. Okay, that leads us to the next one that is currently grappled onto Salt. She's going to lean in and attempt to bite Salt's leg. Salt does a 13 hit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You take 6 damage.
Alrighty.
Okay. And that ends that turn. And then we go back to Thand. Or I guess we go to Thand.
The almighty Thand. I'm assuming I'd be able to get up between Valkithra and Trevok. Is that Trevok or is that your Echo?
It's both Trevok and his Echo. And to put a little bit of light on the subject, there is a space here for you to move. So yes, you could come up and around right here.
Then that is what I'm doing. And attack the one that's crawling up Valkithra.
Okay. You miss.
Damn.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nah.
Okay. All right, we go to Trevok.
Echo attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
So I'm just going to use my...
Yeah, you would just roll. Yeah, it's because, yeah. You would roll your normal attack. But yeah, since you've only got the short sword.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
just roll my normal attack.
Okay, so tell me how... Well, hold on. Not quite there. Tell me how the swing goes.
So I want it to be... Okay, so where we ended was the Echo was trying to maneuver the creature off of Valkithra and failed.
Mm-hmm.
It's been continuing to attack Valkithra, right?
Yes.
And, Than came up, took a swing and a miss. So what I would like the Echo to do is carnival style.
Okay.
Make that thing ring that bell straight from behind the back, straight down. Ding!
Okay. All right. So you hear a heavy crunch in its neck and skull, and with a quick glance, you can recognize that its head is now not necessarily in between the shoulders, but is considerably lower than where it was before. And she will take some damages, but now with her accordion neck is still trying to climb up Valkithra.
That thing's still going.
Slowly.
Can I just help her up at this point?
All right. Is there anything else you want to do, Trevok?
I'm in a safe enough location between myself and the Echo and the... Yeah, I'm going to end my turn. That'll be it for now.
Okay. All right. We go to Elion.
I'm gonna try to use another Sacred Flamme on one of these fellas.
Okay.
More specifically, actually, let's see. I'll need to step out here to regain line of sight a bit, and I'll try to hit this further one that is right here.
Okay.
So
all right.
Dex save DC 13.
Okay. Give me just a second. Let me pull. Hold on, wait. I rolled wrong thing. Let me see how that's calculated. Okay. What the fuck? Oh shit! It's Sacred Flame. Okay. Give me a second. I'm struggling because I rolled it right as you rolled. Okay. All right. I thought that. So it's a 13. It's got to beat.
Yeah.
It does not beat it.
Nice. So that takes a full 8 radiant damage.
Okay. You fire this flare off.
Yeah.
It hits her sternum, burns its way through, and disappears into her chest cavity. And with a heavy roar, she just stands there and writhes and looks. I'm trying to think if I could. She looks like a snake trying to eat something. And after a moment, this large ember-like flare drops down to the ground, and she falls over dead.
Ilion kind of like blows off his fingertips like a gun, you know? Like fucking holsters it.
Okay.
I'm gonna dip back over here into this cover.
Okay.
God damn, Helm is badass.
Helm's pretty cool.
Yeah, we had the rule of cool there. You wouldn't have killed it, but it'd have been close enough. You rolled max damage on something and it failed to save. I figured it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, that is pretty.
That's a shit ton of damage for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. For a cantrip.
Yeah, exactly.
For a canty rip.
Yeah.
All right, so I see you rolling. Tell me how you do it, Nat.
I use the light from the falling ember from the body that just got lit up by from the sacred flame to give me line of sight on the final zombie climbing up. Is it Valkithra?
Yes.
Okay. And right as the mouth is about to like grab at her face, the bolt takes her head off.
Hell yeah. And the body falls lifeless to the floor.
Can I pin the head, have it fly between
Sure,
Ismark and
man.
Irina
Yeah,
into
you
this
just-
wall right over here?
You just go ahead and describe it.
Right here. Like, head still sitting, like, fucking pretty right here.
Okay.
But it's still like gnashing because it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
duel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I'll take us out of... Well, I guess we'll still be in turn-based mode, but we are done currently with combat. Okay.
All right.
You may talk amongst yourselves now.
Guys,
Ilion,
I want to be a wizard.
Valkithra doesn't talk
DM,
to him.
can I
She
get a
just starts
rebuild?
walking down the hallway.
I want to be a wizard
well,
now.
before she does, Ilion kind of like stops her and like looks down at her leg. How bad is that? Like bite the zombie took out? Look.
Did it bite or did it claw me as it was clawing up?
I'm pretty sure it bit you. Give me a second. I'm looking at it. Yes, it bit you. And it took a relatively large chunk out of your leg.
Ilion is going to cast a Cure Wounds on Valkithra's leg then.
Okay.
Try to rejuvenate that leg muscle.
Alright.
It'll be at a first level. So you'll gain 11 plus, I think it's 2 plus the level.
It may have worked that in. Okay, no, it didn't. Okay, yeah, so plus the level.
Let me double check real quick.
Yeah, based on the description. Now, this isn't for a Circle of Life cleric, so
What do you mean?
like the description doesn't have the Circle of Life shit built into it. It's just a
gotcha,
regular one.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's 2 plus the spells level, so that'll be 3. So 14 healing. God damn.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
back to full.
I'll modify that spell, and then walk you through how to go through it, so that way it'll automatically add the shit to it.
It'll have to modify it for every level of every spell I use and my level.
That's all
Or
right.
no, not my levels, or just the levels of the spells.
That's fine. It's not a big deal. We can work our way through it. Not a
Alright.
problem at all. Okay. All right. So Salt, you healed 14 points.
Yeah, I'm back to full.
Okay. All right. So
Just before we move forward too, no one else looks fucked up, right? Speaking to the party, Elion's kind of looking at, he's perceptively looking at y'all.
Yeah, now if you...
Was Than messed up from last game where he was like frozen? Caspian 2, I think?
Give me a short rest and I'll be fine.
That's
fair.
about the same for me.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are we resting?
I mean, it's probably not a terrible idea.
Well,
For,
we don't know what else might be around us in
Yeah.
these hallways.
And mind you, the
I don't know if
chanting
that's such a good idea. And it's
chanting is still
chanting, but
happening.
let's
I'm
die.
not sure if we have the luxury of a short rest at the moment. I am
Ian,
getting
quick
low
question.
on spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
How high is the ceiling for us in this area?
He wants to burn it down.
Well, no. I noticed that the crawler that we fought was on the ceiling, but you kind of like pretty much just said that, yeah, we could reach it, and then Trevok had to stand on a tabletop.
It's probably somewhere between like 10 and 12 feet. It's pretty high. Ismark, or Matt, how tall is Ismark?
Great question.
He's got to be around 6 feet, right? He looks to be about halfway up. So, yeah, so probably about 12 feet high.
Okay.
So, for all intents and purposes, if you weren't on the table, you probably wouldn't have been able to hit it, the carrion crawler.
Yeah, I was kind of on the bench portion of it, but I'm taller than Trevok anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Do we see these vines right here too, I assume?
Yes, everything in this map as is. And I'm going to actually just go ahead and put you guys into explorative mode until we determine who's moving into what direction. Actually, we'll just keep we'll keep the thing. It seems like it'd be better. Caspian, you're up, dude. You guys need to get together and pick a direction that you're going.
I am. Fuck. Do I even have to discuss actual being able to move on my turn, or can I just like say, "Hey, I'm going down this hallway"?
I mean, if you want to brush your way past everybody, you can definitely do that and just say, "This is where I'm fucking going."
Look, man. Last time I did that, I got acid etching burns into my face. I think I'm good.
Okay, all right. So we'll let somebody else go first.
Honestly, how else is like? I guess for like a general sense, do I feel as if like anybody else would be better at seeing things as we go than me?
I mean, you've not really been in a situation where someone could point out that they've seen stuff better than you, save for maybe when Elion recognized that you motherfuckers were eating gross shit a couple sessions back.
Okay. I look at Elion and I see the amount of armor he has on him.
He doesn't have any armor on him.
He doesn't have any.
Fuck. This fucking...
So, just so you guys are aware, the only two people that have armor on would be the only two people that would have been able to afford it prior to this, and that is Irina and Ismark.
Well,
Yep.
shit.
Wait, I thought I had leather armor on. It's from.
Unless you found armor. If you found armor and you're wearing it, then sure. Which I
don't
think...
I actually have it in alchemy though. But
let me check your AC, because I may have just done that shit for you.
Trevok is still wearing human
Yeah.
boots rolled up like bell bottoms.
Yeah, you have on something. I don't know what it is specifically that you're wearing, but you do have armor on, because I see it.
Can I then just go ahead, like I'll make eye contact with Elion and just be like, and sigh and just realize if it's not me, it's gonna be the other squishy boy. And I'm gonna try and slowly go down the hall and see what the fuck is up, like checking for traps, looking for any like loose stones. Pretty much, I know this place is fucked. I want to catch as much of the shitty smell before I step in some poop.
I will assist him with that.
Who can give me guidance?
Okay, so run that by me again. What are you doing?
I'm going down this hallway. I'm checking for anything weird as I go down this hallway. Off to the left here.
Okay, you're going to the left. You're not going straight.
I want to go. Never mind.
Oh, wait. What? Do you say this to me?
She has been literally pushing her way into the small corridor because she thinks
then.
that's where the servants' quarter is.
Okay, yeah, then we're going down this hallway, but we're doing it by the book. Nobody touch shit. Nobody touch fuck all. So I make
This
my
is
way
Dungeon
down.
101, man.
I run a tight ship. But yeah, if you could move me, maybe midway. I wouldn't even say move far, but
Okay, where are you moving? Okay,
I'd
you're
say,
moving
like,
up there.
here,
Okay.
and just getting like a vibe for like what this space entails. This like initially, my brain's like, okay, it's very small. Is something going to crush me and or poke me really hard? So I'm looking for anything that looks like holes, pressures, anything like that.
Okay. Is anybody following behind him? Valkithra, you said you wanted to aid him in the viewing?
100%. Yep.
Okay, so are you following him into that
Yep.
hallway?
I'll walk up right behind him. He can be low, I'll be high. We'll keep our eyes going multiple directions.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to have Trevok and his Echo follow them as well, with the Echo following like right behind them, like as like support,
Mm-hmm.
and Trevok staying a few steps back.
Valkithra suddenly stops though and tugs at Caspian from the collar of his shirt or leathers or whatever he has on.
I freeze.
No, not this way. Something draws me the other direction, and I'll start walking the original direction he wanted to go.
I backtrack, like literally like the steps I was taking into the hallway. I just immediate like carbon copy what I did, just reverse.
Okay,
As rewind.
so
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Salt, do you
Best line.
oh, give me a second.
Sure.
Okay, give me 1 second.
There's too many places for me to check shit. God damn.
Nat,
Yes.
Valkithra reaches up and grabs your shoulder. But this is after hesitating for a short moment. I need you to roll a dex save.
Motherfucker, dude.
Real quick, light the direction for me. I know I have a compass
You see,
somewhere.
yeah, it's
Okay.
back here, and you see it
Okay.
moving this way
Okay.
towards the west. Okay, excellent. Before Valkithra touches your shoulders, the hair on the back of your neck stands up, and you anticipate her touching you, and you freeze, like it immediately turns statuesque.
Mm-hmm.
A spear juts out from this left pylon here and shoots all the way across. And then slowly, eerily, like stone scraping on stone, does it retract back into the wall.
Break it in half. We could use it as a weapon.
You want to touch that shit?
I was kidding. That was me. Those starved hands broken 2 weapons already, you know?
Oh my god. So do I feel as if my weight had shifted before that happened? Like as if I put my foot down and something responded? Or was it more so like my proximity, like just being there?
Good question. 2 seconds. And I will tell you.
In the meantime, I'm backing the fuck up.
No. There was no shift underneath your feet.
Okay, cool. Just death hallway. Got it. I turn around and turn like, this hallway, not this way.
Not this way, you are correct.
Okay, so now what? I'm assuming he's turning around. Valkithra, are you explaining what it is that you've just seen or no?
Not at the moment. I did ask you a question, though. She's not going to explain it so much as she's going to say something steers us another direction. This direction, back to the mess hall, and then around the wall.
What if it's a trap?
I think it just saved us from the trap, if you ask me. She's gonna cut through, beckoning the group to head the direction that she's facing here.
Okay. All right. Is that in your turn?
Yeah.
Right. Than, you're next up in the order. Are you following or are you staying? What are you doing?
Screw it, I'm following.
Okay. Is anybody not following Valkithra?
No, Trevok is gonna agree and be like, I trust this lass's intuition so far.
Okay. We lost Nat at some point.
Yeah,
I heard him disconnect.
Okay.
Why he do that?
Okay. So we'll just assume he's gonna follow also. Okay, so everyone's following then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me group everybody together. We're just gonna all move together.
All right.
Salt, I want you to point out to me with your ruler where you're going, and I will follow you with that.
And if you want, I can throw like some investigation checks because I would still be searching with.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Caspian to just kind of make sure we're not finding those stick figures again.
Nice.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, give me just a second. I'm checking on Nat to make sure he's good. Because I can still maneuver his character. Okay, so you said it's a dirty 20 on the investigation?
Right.
You don't notice anything as of yet, other than some of the stones. The stones in the middle of these stairwells here are worn. And the paths on either side with the wood look as if maybe these were traveling for 2 separate directions. Like this wasn't where people would come into the center and then walk down. It was almost in uniform, in line. And they would have a going and a coming side.
Okay.
Let's all go to the coming side. Okay.
She'll say that too with that roll. She'll just be like single file, follow close, don't stray, and try to push everybody to the right side going down.
For the sake of us moving along, I'm not going to worry about putting everybody in single file, but that's how we'll move it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so guide me again.
I'll bring us to here, and then I want to kind of watch this torch. I want to keep my eyes open to see if I see any, let's just say, head bobbing. And,
mark it again so I know where it is you're stopping it.
Right here, like right in this little crossroad area.
Okay.
And see if I notice any other gestures that might get us on the right path.
Roll another investigation check for me. Nice.
14.
Yeah, so far you don't notice anything out of place.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I think Nat just texted me. My Discord broke or something. Okay, all right, cool. So Nat's coming back. Before you is a long hallway, obviously with stairs down. You can see a torch in the distance, as well as I guess it would be the glow of a lantern, a torch, and then you could physically see a lantern in the distance as well. And then off to your left, there's a few snapped boards, but everything seems kind of as is. And it's dark, but you're able to peer into the darkness and recognize that it looks like the floor disappears, and your immediate thought is that looks like a stairwell down.
Okay.
So
I'm just going to make a judgment call here, and I'm going to push into this area here.
Okay.
And we can break for a second to see if we can find anything in this area.
Okay, so we're just gonna. Okay, give me a second here.
And I'll start looking for any like leather-bound tomes or anything that I think.
Okay, so you're gonna start searching all the rooms.
Not the well, I guess yeah, but I see some shelving over here on this backside.
Okay.
So I want to see if there's any indication that this is like quote unquote the servants' quarters with a book.
Okay, I'm gonna move everybody to explorative mode. If y'all want to search around, just tell me where it is you're looking and give me a roll. For right now, as you guys enter in, a 4-foot diameter well shaft with a 3-foot high stone lip descends 30 feet into a water-filled cistern. A wooden bucket hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the crossbeams above the well. 5 side rooms once served as quarters for senior cultists. Each contains a wood-framed bed with a moldy straw mattress and a wooden chest to hold personal belongings. Each chest is secured with a rusty iron padlock that shows years of age in this damp earthen prison.
What has padlocks?
It's within the rooms. No, there's chests in the rooms.
Mobs
Gotcha.
just in the room.
Mm-hmm. And again, everyone's free to move about the cabin. You're not in turn-based mode, so
I'll let everybody know just before I start searching. If you find anything, any doors that are locked, just let me know. I have some tools that can handle that. I'll tell them that I'm looking for a red leather-bound book, I believe.
I'll throw an investigation out for some books and stuff.
okay. Where in here are you looking to investigate?
I will look
You want to open a door? You looking down into the well?
Yeah, I'll look, fuck it. I'll look down the well.
Okay.
That intrigues me. I don't know why you said that, but now I want it.
All right.
The best kind of meta right there.
It's an 11.
I have like a Pippin in the Mines of Moria moment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You look down, and in the darkness, you can see a body, but it's currently not moving. Do you want to do anything? You want to try and throw something down? Do you want to lower the bucket? Do you just want to leave it be? What do you feel like doing?
Touch the butt.
Light my torch.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the bucket. And lower it.
Okay. How low are you lowering it, sir?
to the bottom.
You going all the way down to the bottom?
Yeah,
Okay.
dropping it.
Are you dropping it quickly or are you lowering it?
Yeah, as fast as I can.
Okay, so you place the torch in and just let the rope go.
Yeah,
Like
let
unhook
it
the rope and let it roll.
Fucking, yeah.
There
Drums in the distance.
is a rail as the pulley mechanism just begins to squeal nonstop as the rope freely shoots through all of it. And that rail is silenced with a crash and a large splashing noise, followed by a really heavy roar, a very angry roar. And you can hear the clawing of nails. Yes, it's the corpse at the bottom, or is a corpse at the bottom, and you can hear its nails scraping against the stone. Would you like to look over?
I'll do a little peeksy.
Give me stealth roll.
Poopsie, papsy, peepsy, wopsy.
Yeah, exactly. That's an 18.
Ooh, yeah. So you peer just far enough to get a dirty ass line of sight all the way to the bottom of this thing. And the once lifeless corpse, bloated with water, is standing and freaking out, for lack of a better term, and it's looking around trying to figure out what it is that just happened. But you can hear it attacking the walls of the well.
It's like a normal, like, human corpse, or like...
Yeah, it's very similar to what it was that you just fought.
Okay. Nothing too cool. It's kind of probably a waste of a torch. It's cool.
All
I'm
right.
gonna point out to the group, there's a zombie thing down here. I wouldn't drink this water. And it's fucking losing it down there. It is pissed.
You might silence it with your divine magic.
Maybe another day.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything?
I'll roll an investigation check for some of the shelves that I'm by.
Okay.
Oh,
Holy
looks like something.
shit.
That's a natty.
Nice.
dude.
He said, "Show me."
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta come up with something for this.
I now wield the Sword of Omen.
Him said no.
Thousand truths.
Look at me. I am Gandalf now. What are you guys like, touching butts or fronts or something? What's going on?
Yeah, he's rubbing me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Real generously.
Nut to butt.
Okay.
Generously.
Anybody else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was a little
Well, I
distracted.
would
but
say
I wanted
what
to check this.
I would look at, but I am currently
Oh,
to see what the fuck's going on.
gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna pull everybody's cameras. I apologize.
Yeah.
You should be in and able to move now. Okay, you're looking at this armoire here,
Caspian.
Holy.
Treyvok.
Sorry?
You're looking at the armoire in front of you, the shelves? Or I guess
Or
that's
those shelves.
it's
It
a
looks like
piece of
picture
artwork,
some
yeah,
kind,
my
or
bad.
artwork or something, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
here I am.
I mean, Treyvok
Also,
hasn't really learned much while he's been here, so.
Yeah,
I'll
so
show everybody the folded papers as well, and just let them know it says "burn the flesh and steal the child" over and over and over again.
Has anybody gone into this bedroom yet?
no, nobody's gone into any
Haven't gone
bedrooms.
into any bedrooms.
Treyvok, the artwork that you're looking at
Yeah.
depicts a large shadowy figure towering over a large house. And the orientation of the picture, the figure is looking down upon the house, arms behind its back, like as if hands were clasped behind its butt. And it's merely looking down and observing.
Anyone else get the feeling like we're just a bunch of fish in a barrel?
Since we've stepped in the house, it's seemed like nothing but bad shit is meant to happen to us.
Like we said, get the fuck out.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go check a door.
This seems to be what looks to be. Ooh, wow! What happened to that accent there? This looks to be some kind of
Polymorph self.
altar, library, study, monastery. I don't know. But
So, Nat, I think you missed the description. I can read it again if you like. 4 foot diameter well shaft with a 3 foot high stone lip descends 30 feet into a water filled cistern. A wooden bucket hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the cross beams above the well. 5 side rooms once served as quarters for senior cultists. Each contains a wood-framed bed with moldy straw mattress and a wooden chest that holds personal belongings. Each chest is secured with a rusty iron padlock that shows years of age in this damp earthen prison.
and if you have a light,
What are you just trying to open, Brett? What was that?
What?
Oh, I just got somebody just tried to open something, and I allowed it to happen, but I didn't
Oh,
know.
that was me at this door over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should have opened.
Caspian, Valkithra also told the group that she's looking for a red leather-bound book in one of the rooms, possibly.
okay, yeah, fuck. Okay, that's much better than my plan. He's gonna go over to this room over here and try and get through.
Okay. Yeah. Do you just push the door open?
I
Just push it open.
check
It.
for
You just
traps.
open it. You just gonna
Check for
push it open.
traps.
All
Fuck
right.
off, Ian.
Give me an investigation check.
Why is your tricks now, motherfucker? Not really. I didn't mean it, DM. Don't hurt me.
You don't notice anything out of place.
I pushed that bitch open.
Nothing happens, but the door opens.
Okay. Yeah, search the fucking room.
Okay.
Yo. So Treyvok was gonna also ask Baron to help him, like, open doors for him and stuff.
Okay.
So, like, I'm gonna move
in it.
Treyvok around,
To win it.
but
I see a bed and a bunch of clothes. Do
Yeah.
I see a
They're
red
checking-
bound book?
if they're checking that one, then like Treyvok's right here, and I'm gonna have Baron.
Okay. You're gonna have him open it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he pushes the door open, and seemingly nothing happens. He works his way in.
All right.
Who
Then
are you
Treyvok-
talking to?
Treyvok.
Okay.
Treyvok goes in as well, following behind him. So now can I roll investigation
Sure.
for this room?
Valkithra, what room are you in Valcassi?
This one here.
Okay. So you open it. There is a lock on this that you'll have to open up.
All right.
For
Ooh,
fuck's sake.
Trayvok, you don't see shit. You literally walk in and
I'm
you
just
start
gonna-
rubbing your eyes because
I'm
there's
just,
so
I'm
much
just gonna
dust in there.
walk in and get ADD and get distracted and just turn around and walk out.
Yeah,
Go
well,
to the
you,
fridge.
you walk in and the dust seems to hang a little thicker from where the door opened up. So when Baron pushes the door open, you get like almost like you get the sound of wood scraping together, like that squeak where like a
Yeah.
door stuck in a door jamb, and it causes a heavy amount of dirt and dust to fall down. It gets into your eyes, and you spend a little bit of time kind of rubbing the dirt away, but you don't see anything.
All right, then I'm just kind of over here next to the table, like rubbing my eyes out.
Okay. All right, so
I'm just gonna check for traps. I also, from my lock picking, it's at a +4. Nothing has a +4 for me, so I'm just gonna roll a +3 skill with and add 1 to it.
okay, we'll add a skill for you later on for lockpicking.
All right.
And then you won't need to roll investigation. Arcana?
Yeah, that's my thieves tools. It's gonna be a dirty 20 with that though, because it's +1 on my actual thieves tools.
Why wouldn't you roll a dex save? Or
Because
sleight of hand?
+1, and that one is not my thieves tools.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I was just that's
Yeah, gotcha.
temporary.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you hardly get your thieves tools into this chest, and it opens up. All right, should I say the lock opens up?
Yeah, and I'll
And
Yeah.
based with your investigation, you don't hear anything moving inside. Do you just want to open it up?
yeah, I'll just open it up.
Okay. Yeah, you open it, and it's a couple moths fly out, and inside are a couple of molded and holy wool blankets. What looks to be maybe a pillowcase that's also had holes eaten in it by moths.
Getting fat in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll just move out to the next room.
Okay. I should mention too that the bottom of that. Oh shit! Where did you go?
I'm just one step away.
Oh, okay. All right. If you were to move, did you move all the things out, or did you just look at the surface?
What do you mean? Oh, the trunk? Oh, I would have dug in it. I would have
Okay.
pulled everything out.
Yeah. So the only thing you notice is at the base of the chest, there's just a lot of caterpillars, a lot of larval moths, I guess.
Gotcha.
Okay. Who's next? Is Mark.
Ivan and I are gonna go check out one of the other footlockers.
Okay. Are you gonna push the door open, or what are you checking it for traps? What are
I
you
just
doing?
blatantly push it open.
Okay. All right.
Just push the door open.
Okay. Yeah. No.
I would
It
like
opens.
to check the traps, but not the door.
Okay, yeah, it opens. Nothing happens. You both enter in. The smell of old stable hay really stings your nostrils as you open the door up, and you see a footlocker, which is really the only item of any real recognition other than the bed and a couple scattered papers that, if you were to look over them, don't share anything other than just the ramblings of an insane man. They just say more of the same kind of preposterous, nonsensical repetition of words, essentially. Like, it's almost hard to make out. They're drawn over so much.
And then was this chest pretty rotted and the lock rusted? Like, could it be busted off, or should I just bring it out for?
Yeah, I mean the locks are rusty. like the hay, the wood in itself is pretty damp. You could probably just, if you kicked it hard enough, you might be able to sink your foot into it. And kick.
See if I can muscle this thing open.
Okay. We're gonna go the loud way. All right, give me a strength check.
That's 16.
You guys remember that time Matt kicked a mimic in the face? I'm kidding. You kick the. Where do you kick it at? Are you kicking at the top or are you kicking at the lock?
So I presume the best place would be like the wood around the latch.
Okay.
You can weaken that and it should bust open, but not the lock itself, because that would be a bit tougher.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. You turn to the side kind of and angle your foot over the. I guess the whole portion of the latch, and you just give it a firm, extension of your leg, and you see the bolt that holds the locking mechanism in place kind of comes loose. Give it a second kick, and it opens right up, or should I say, it falls off, and it allows you to just grab the lip and open it up. I'm assuming you want to take a look inside.
I'm just gonna top the whole thing over and sort through it.
Okay. So much like the chest that Valkithra found, there's a few blankets that are chewed through by moths. There's a pillowcase. There's some dirt in the bottom, as well as some caterpillars. But you hear the ting of precious metal skip out across the wooden floor. Do you want to look around for it, or are you just backing up? What are you doing?
I'm gonna hunt down and see what it is.
Okay. You brush around some of the rotted wood away from the floor, and laying there is a gold band, a gold ring. And its value is 5 gold coins.
I guess I'm kind of nervous about touching things because they had bad issues with the bones.
Yeah.
Can I like wrap it in a piece of cloth or something? And
Sure.
tuck it away in my bag?
You want to?
Gonna sell it to somebody. It's gonna like fucking blind them. Oh, nice bracelet.
By the way, Ian, I removed -1 quantity from my four towels.
idiot.
Okay,
I
excellent.
only have 3 towels now because I threw that one away.
Okay, so you're covering up. You're taking some cloth, or you want to wrap it in some of this paper on the floor?
Yeah, I want to wrap. I'll take like a bit of the blanket or a piece of paper and wrap it up in that. I'm
Okay.
a little leery of it, like place that.
Okay, all right, and then you'll place it in your pack. Matt, are you going to place it in your pack?
Yes. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I got you. Okay. All right, so he puts that in his pack. Who's next?
Can I investigate this bookshelf?
Sure, go ahead. Give me that investigation roll. Oh, yes.
God fucking damn it, Dan.
So you look over the shelves, and as you do so, you're overcome with an extreme sense of frustration. And you get about 2 shelves out of the 4 shelves investigated, and you just reach forward and start ripping them off the wall and throwing everything about, swearing heavily, not even under your breath. You're just like, motherfuck, stupid fucking house, God, motherfucker. And then that'll
Yeah, well,
that'll be the end of whatever you got going on, sir.
fair enough.
Let's see, Elion, what are you doing, man? It's been a minute since I've touched on you.
We're just kind of help a look around, I reckon.
Okay.
There's people looking through a couple doors or rooms now.
Okay. So you just kind of like, are you wanting to aid anybody in particular? Or are you just kind of watching everybody move around?
Follow Than wherever he went. Actually, I didn't see
Okay. So Than's up here. He's currently malding.
I'll walk up and what are you looking at? What are you looking for? What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm upset though.
Why?
I don't know.
Stop it.
No.
I'll look around. Like, did he like touch something or did he grab by something? Was anything apparent?
I mean, not that anybody's recognized.
Gonna kind of at this
yeah,
point, I'm gonna
I'm
kind
looking
of
around
shove
right now,
shove
so-
Elion a little bit.
Be like, don't tell me what to do.
Hey, chill out, man. Just stop mauling, goddammit.
Stop telling
We're
me
gonna
what
be
to
out of
do.
here soon. Well, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, you acting an ass isn't gonna help the rest of us get out of
Oh,
here.
you can fucking call me an ass.
Dan's gonna kind of push him again.
Stop fucking pushing me. This is not the time. We're in a goddamn dungeon right now.
Do I hear this scuffling?
Yeah, I'd say it'd be loud enough. Than is not doing anything to be quiet. He's being very loud, throwing things,
Good to know.
yelling at Elion.
Good to know.
I look at his like eyes and shit. Is everything normal with him? Like,
Yeah, I mean, you can roll an investigation check if you want to look at him. Or perception, either
I'm
or.
gonna say, could I argue perception? Thank you. I should 11, not good.
Yeah, no, I mean, he looks like Than, just pissed off Than.
yeah. Tell you what, actually. Leon was gonna kind of take a step back, give him his space. Fine. Throw your tantrum in this corner. I'm going to find a fucking way out of here.
Do whatever you want.
And we'll
Dan's
look
gonna-
around the area. Dan's not like holding anything or like anything, is he? Like,
Not anything that he hasn't had on him.
okay.
Caspian, we'll go alphabetical order. It's you and then Valkithra. What are you doing right now?
I'm in this room and I'm looking for a red book.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to roll, give me an investigation check. Let's kind of look around.
That's 13.
Okay. Yeah, you look around, you don't really see anything. This room, unlike the others, doesn't necessarily have a chest, but there is some dark robes hanging behind this curtain right here.
Ian, you're making me feel as if I needed to have included a 10-foot pole in my inventory.
No.
I was playing 1E,
No.
I take
No.
the end of my bow and I freaking poke this robe and see if anything happens.
No, nothing happens. Well, the only thing that happens, it falls off of the hanger that it's hanging on. But it just falls to the floor. And as you look upon closer inspection, you just recognize that the shoulders are so threadbare that it just tore at the mere touch.
Anything behind the robe?
No. It's just the same earthen wall. Like they would be like over here. Like, so it's just, you can tell it's just the back of it.
Tight. So there's a chest that's behind me, right?
Yep.
Also has a rusty lock on it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Have I been hearing people break these things from where I'm at?
Yeah, you heard his mark fucking stomp a mud hole in one.
All right, I'm gonna take my bow and we'll take the scimitar that I got and just try to take a whack at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta ask you,
Yep.
that scimitar ornamental?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to roll a D100.
No, not the curse of sand.
D100, you say?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got no D100s in here. Oh boy.
At the very bottom, you can free roll a die.
Yeah, they don't have it. You just have to do 2 D10s.
2 D10s.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's gonna be an 11.
Ooh, all right. You give it a good downward chop, and you hear the sword kind of creak, but it manages to stay in one piece. And when you look down, there's nothing but splintered wood on the top of this chest. What would you like to do?
Motherfucker. I turn around and be like, someone break open this fucking chest.
It is broken open. It's there, like it's.
I kick it open like a fucking like Link from Legend of Zelda.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you open it up, and it's filled pretty similarly to like what everyone else has. At least at first. Would you like to roll an investigation check and see what's in there?
But of course. Investigation. All these investigation checks. God damn.
Okay. You don't really recognize anything in the as you pull this through. Like it's moth-worn blankets, it's threadbare pillowcases, and a lot of sodden earth at the bottom that is rife with different types of caterpillars.
Quaint.
Okay, we go to Valkithra.
Want to check the door that's in front of me and go on through it if it looks legit.
Okay, I mean you need to roll an investigation check or perception, either or.
I gotcha.
Or you can just shove the door open, either or.
It's 21.
Okay. You don't see anything?
All right, and then I will head inside and check it out.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. I'm not gonna make you roll again, so
I can't move my character for some reason.
yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do that.
There it goes. I think you popped it and it started working again.
Oh, gotcha. Give me just 1 second here. Let me see. Find something. It would be. Okay, so you walk in and immediately on your left is an open book with fresh parchment. Do you wish to pick this book up and look at it and study it?
I want to flip it over and see if it's a red leather-bound book.
Okay. You put your fingers underneath the outside cover and you feel a small metal lock. And you recognize that, and you take a moment to kind of pause on it before you slam it shut. On the outside of this book, the corners of which are lined with metal. However, the rest of the book is of a dark crimson leather. Do you wish to open and read this book?
I'll let everybody know that I'm gonna take a minute with the book.
Okay. Give me just 1 second here. Motherfucker. Give me a second.
He's got to look up a quick telenovela and get the story off of it.
No. Just got to, oh, you son of a bitch.
Am not.
But it's like, oh, fuck, I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing. My bad. Okay. While
All right.
he's reading that, Tyler, how close are you to having to go, bud?
Probably like 15 minutes, I would estimate.
Okay. Alrighty. How's everybody else doing for time? We're right at the, not necessarily the typical stopping point, but the scheduled one. Y'all know me, I like to go late. Nat, Than, how are you guys doing time-wise?
Can I please try investigation just one more time to get something better than a 0 or a 1?
Absolutely.
Come on! Come on, Dust!
God damn it! Have I been muted this entire time?
Yes, you have.
Come on!
Nice. So, you managed to finally...
Minutes left.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's about where everybody's at then. So we'll start wrapping it up here soon. You manage to wipe all the dust from your eyes, and you look about, and there's some papers scattered on the floor. There's an old, just disheveled-looking bed, and then there's a chest, what looks to be rotted, and you take a moment to look over the bandings, the iron bandings on this chest, realize that they are not dwarven made. What would you like to do?
I would like to have my Echo try and open
talking
the
to me?
chest.
Okay. You can go ahead and give me a strength roll. If you, or I guess however you want to do it, you can try and have him pick the lock. You can have him try and break the chest.
No, he's gonna do a Dwarven kick, bro.
Okay, same as Ismark then, right there on the latch.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength roll.
I'll roll a strength for that. Come on,
Is
16.
KG
Oh,
Woods
fuck
on?
yeah, dude.
I can't hear any. I can't hear.
You can't hear us at all?
I can hear you. I can't
Oh.
hear.
No, they're not talking. It's feedback
Nate?
from their mic.
Nate, you can't hear me?
It's not Nate, goddammit. It's Nat.
Nat? Nate?
Don't you
Well, he
call
didn't-
me Nate.
You didn't
I
have to
swear to
tell him
Pete.
he couldn't hear me say it.
I'll find your family.
I think he can't hear. I think he's seeing the fucking avatar or whatever for Ismark to light up. Yeah, he's getting a little bit of feedback from like a AC or some shit, just a high ass gain on both mic. Anyways, so you kick the lock off to the side, similar to what Ismark did, and it just falls right off. Or should I say, Baron kicks it, and it falls right off. Would you like to open the chest?
Yes.
Okay. You, much like everyone else, open up the chest, and inside of it there's several moths, torn, or I guess wholly, wool blankets that are very thin, a pillowcase that is covered with black mold and dirt, and at the bottom of this chest, if you were to dig that far, is filled with sod and dirt from the rotting top of the chest that you just kicked open, and within that dirt is several caterpillars and worms. My friend are going to specialize in opening worm farms. Would you like to dig around through the dirt, dump
Yes.
the contents out, or leave it be?
I want to have Baron use his hands to dig through the
Okay.
dirt and the bugs.
Strangely enough, without saying anything, It's almost like it's like something off of Our Perfectly Cut Screams. You hear him go, rah! And then he disappears.
Oh. Close the chest.
Okay, you're gonna close it, leave it be.
Close the chest and back away.
Okie dokie. Is there anything else in this room you would like to look at? Or are you just gonna nope the fuck out of here?
Yeah, I'd nope the fuck out because
Okay.
I mean I'm dwarfs. Travox so far has not had a lot of too much interest in papers laying around, so he's just gonna nope the fuck out.
Okay.
Oh, but I would announce to people like, "Oi, lads, there be something in that chest back there. It bit Baron."
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything? I think we're getting to a point here where we can wrap. Because the only person I'll need if we wrap now, I need Salt to stick around because we got private stuff to talk about.
That's a good stopping point for me.
Okay. All right. Well then, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it here. Salt, I need you to stick around because we got shits to talk about.
You're in trouble.
All right. Well, good session, fellas.
Yeah.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I guess if y'all want to stick around and hear it, you can. But you'll only be able to hear Salt's side of the discussion.
Woo!
Night, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Letting that be a personal thing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
All right. Well, yeah, it won't take long. I'll probably hit you motherfuckers up and play some video games or something after this.
I gotta dip. I gotta be at work at 7 tomorrow.
Oh shit! All right.
I gotta be at work at 7 every day.
Yeah.
Bye, motherfuckers.
Yeah, take it easy, Nat.
Peace.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Appreciate it, Ian.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Everything.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys sometime over the weekend, I'm sure.
Hell yeah. Peace out, everyone.
Who else we got in here? Okay, so it's just us. All right, how close are you to finishing reading through all that?
Halfway to the last entry.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you read all that, and then we'll go from there.
I ascend to godhood with my axe. My first follower
So
has been praying to me to show.
it's close to that. Give me a second. I gotta can read it on the one thing. All right. So the figure that you saw upstairs.
Yeah, is the dad of the baby that was taken and killed, I assume.
He manifests behind Elion and
Right.
just kind of like lazily waddles left and right as he walks closer. His spine barely able to hold the rest of his torso on as he's doubled back. He looks to you, turning slightly and picking his neck up, and he says, The tomes of old spoke of a soul drinker, something so powerful that it breaks the binds of the deceased, only to chain them to itself. Something so powerful that it breaks... something to devour me whole. Oh, God damn it. I've had dreams of such a device. Something to devour me whole, keep me trapped within its bowels, then release me upon its enemy. The stories of old ages spoke that the soul drinker would expend trapped souls through various means, but in turn would release them in a place for another, as rain upon a lake. I do not see where this will grant me the freedom I need. However, breaking the chains of this house will move me one step closer to that in which I would give all I've ever received. Please, there must be something you offer, and free me from the shackles of this dungeon and the hold she keeps on me. She bears my heart, last I've seen. She took it from me and left me disfigured. I would gladly sacrifice myself to end her reign. And with that, he approaches you, hands forward, and then kneels down on one knee in front of you. What do you do?
I'll summon the axe to my hand, and I'll say, your time was so hopeful when you walked this world, and for so long you suffered without your child or your wife. If I can grant you respite, I will take you into the blade, that I might unleash you upon that one that has your heart.
Okay. He just looks back or he doesn't even look back at you. At this point, his head is like up at the ceiling. And he's like, then strike me now and take me for all that you may use.
Do you wish to say something to her, to pass a message as I end her? Just to let her know that it was you that got the last laugh?
Tell her the sun will wash away days off the unclean.
And with that, I'll strike him down.
Okay. So you hit him, and a roil of black and blue smoke appear. And you hear this ethereal scream, or should I say, you hear them scream, and it becomes ethereal. And with a bright teal light, Days Off disappears. And you notice the haft of your axe, where it was once translucent, now has a small blue liquid within it. And for solving this puzzle, you deal radiant damage to a specific enemy that you will face further on. There's a portion of which he mentioned, just to clarify. He said, she bears my heart, the last I've seen. She took it from me and left me disfigured. So there will come a point where you will fight someone and you will deal bonus damage to that person once you get into combat. And I will message you and specify who it is. Or I guess once the combat begins.
Assuming I can hit her.
Yeah. You're rocking a +5 modifier, bro. You ought to be able to hit her.
It's a +7.
A +7, yeah. Well, the modifier, not the full attack roll.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But all right, man, that's all I got for you. It was important to have you alone because you were the only person that could see Days Off. So as far as everyone else is concerned, as far as everyone else is concerned, all they did was see you talk to something, and then you hit it with an axe, and a bright blue light appeared. So
No, I'm gonna make a note for our next session that they're essentially, before everybody starts to gather around or do anything, that essentially, like, I feel like a portion of the book would have touched her, you know, to have a kid, have a family, not be just completely helpless, assuming that it's because, from what she can gather, Strahd took over the area, and that's why the sun has kind of been blotted out, and that's why this fog has rolled in. And
yeah, you get a lot of the base story for
right, but
the campaign.
there's no real like dates to the entries or anything, so we don't know how long it's been. Except he calls it an ancient text, so that makes me think hundreds of years, if not possibly thousands. But he also said that he was dead for a very long time before she took his heart, which could either mean just very old age, means that he died the day that his wife and child died, could mean that he's actually undead at some point through his life, but his heart was still beating and she required it at some point.
For clarification on what happened, because I thought that you picked one thing over the other very quickly, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But when I put it there, it was supposed to be kind of morally ambiguous. He arrived, and essentially for him to stay there, had to give up his wife and child for food. So they killed and cooked them.
Yeah, the wife I got, the child made it more sound like it was possibly sacrificed somewhere else.
So it says somewhere in there, I feel trapped in this house as you must have felt in my stomach or in my gut or whatever. And that's essentially like the last half of that journal is essentially him like pleading for forgiveness from himself. Like he never quite was able to find that solace after that day. But they obviously he pretty much just offered him up. It was like, we're either all gonna die or y'all are gonna die. So yes, so you had the choice of sparing him and leaving him here to rot, because that might have been what he deserved, or you could have hit him and absorbed his soul. And then the mechanic for this will be this fight specific. This is just kind of like some flavor shit to get you into your phantom subclass.
Yeah.
And then you guys are probably going to need the additional damage on the fight, if I'm being straight up.
Yeah.
You're going to want the advantage. So you managed to pick the right one, and you did so pretty quickly. So congratulations. But that's it, man. That's all I got for you.